Hi everyone. The last time I updated you about my alcohol-free lifestyle, I was 10 months alcohol-free, and now I'm at 2.5 years alcohol-free this month. So I decided that I was going to just give everybody some encouragement. If you're out there and you are trying to quit drinking, if you are trying really hard to, think about your relationship with alcohol and how it completely takes over your life, which it does, then I'd just like to tell you that it's possible and you really should consider it because it's slow suicide. It's just poison in a pretty package. That's all it is. And you don't have to feel left out from the social engagements. You don't have to feel like you're missing out because you're not drinking. Nowadays, I actually feel sorry for people when I'm out and about with them because they're going to feel like shit the next day, and I know it, and they know it. And I even say to them, what are you doing? Why do you have to have that fourth glass of wine? I don't really bug people about it. I have said that, but it's only because I just want people to think about their relationship with alcohol. Why? I remember distinctly waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I felt like shit. I mean, I said this in my first video, but I still look back and I think to myself, what the fuck? What am I doing? I would say that to myself. And now I still, every single morning when I wake up and I feel so good, I feel so good. I still say to myself, thank you, Robyn, for not drinking last night. Because life is so good. In this 2.5 years that I stopped drinking alcohol, I was able to remodel my whole basement because I was able to do it as far as, thinking about it and planning it. And I couldn't have done that when I was drunk. I was drunk all the time, except at work. But I was thinking about drinking at work. Actually, that's not true. We had alcohol at work all the time. And people could drink alcohol at their desk whenever they wanted to. And that's the culture of alcohol nowadays. It's insane. But it happened. So anyway, plus all of the things that have happened to me in the last 2.5 years that would have totally flattened me out, caused me to drink more, made me do stupid and say stupid things or whatever. My poor mama died, and she didn't just die, she was assaulted at the assisted living place where she lived. Assaulted. She was dead in 3 weeks. Now, not all of that was from the assault, but certainly it contributed. And, there was just a lot of really horrible shit that went on with my mom's death and my family. I'm not even going to go into it, but it was really horrible. And I'm still just now recovering from that. But my point is that I was able to go through this horrible situation without going to wine. And it ended up being so much better. Because you know what? Because I wasn't drinking, because I was awake and clear and with my mom in her last days on this earth that she had a horrible death, let me tell you. But anyway, I was able to be there with her. Really be there. I sang to her. I prayed with her. I laid with her. I told her how much she meant to me and to others. If I'd have been drinking, I would have been a mess. I would have been a blathering idiot. I would have been saying and doing things to people that, were hurtful out of just pure grief. I probably wouldn't have stayed in this horrible situation and been able to cope with it, and still cope with the grief, a year and a half later after she was dead. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. Then I lost my job. I went from making like a lot of money to like not very much money. But I'm happier because since I'm not drunk, I was able to sit down and say to myself, hey, what can I do? And I did it. I did it. I started my own bed and breakfast. And now I have travelers visiting me all the time. And I get to talk to people about their alcohol stuff because they see that I'm really active. I'm healthy. I'm 58, and I'm still in good shape. I lost 30 pounds after I quit drinking. 30 pounds like that. Don't you want to be healthy? Don't you want to be healthy? Don't you want to be there in the most important times of your life without being drunk? It doesn't help being drunk. You're going to be going through these holidays, and it's going to really suck balls if you're drunk. It doesn't make anything better. You still wake up in the morning and you feel like shit. You still wake up in the morning and you feel like shit. I never feel like shit in the morning. I haven't even been sick for 2.5 years. My body, it works right. Everything is good. Drink a lot of water. You know what I did? I found myself needing to have some sort of drink in my hand besides water. I couldn't do it without it. So I make this ginger tea. I peel fresh ginger, cut it into little, chunks, put it in a jar, pour boiling water over it and leave it till it gets, cooled off. Pour it in a different pitcher, pour a splash of apple cider vinegar, Bragg's, and squeeze half of a lemon in it. And I drink that whole thing all throughout the day. And it is so good for you. It makes your skin glow. And that's what I drink all the time. I drink water or my ginger tea. And I have started, offering that to my guests who come. And I also have a sound and vibration therapy business that I do. So everything that I do now is all about healing. And it starts with what we put into our bodies. So please, please, if you are considering your relationship with alcohol, you need to just say no. I'm not going to do this to myself anymore. I'm not going to kill myself anymore. I have things to live for, I didn't want to be a drunk grandma. I have a little precious, precious granddaughter that, I'm there for at any moment. And I couldn't have said that if I was still drinking. And I didn't want to be a drunk grandma. I've saved so much money. I was able to take an 8-day trip to Hawaii just this year and pay cash for it from the money that I saved from not drinking alcohol. I literally put that money that I was spending into a jar, and in 2 years I had enough money, way more than enough money to go to Hawaii. So there's all kinds of reasons for you to stop drinking alcohol. Your health, your wealth, your relationships, you know, it's just really, 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 really good. It's really good without alcohol. Try it. I hope you all have happy holidays. You can do it. You can do it. Subscribe, and I promise that I'll put more videos on here and keep encouraging everybody and letting you know what an amazing and wonderful life that you can have without alcohol.